Good afternoon, J.E. Fishman, Backyard Stewardship. That picture I just showed you is the problem that develops as summer wears on, where we have this invasive milfoil which builds up and blocks the skimming effect of the spillway. If we get big rain, it'll still go over the spillway, but in terms of skimming the algae and such, it gets caught up in the milfoil and it creates a problem. And one of these days soon, I'm going to put on a pair of waders, try to rake that milfoil out. It is an invasive, comes from Asia, and presents a big problem, and it lives up to its name, milfoil, foils function of the mill. Looking now at that spillway from about 20 yards away, and you can see that in spite of the fact that we are starting to get a bit of buildup of algae on the pond, and also of pond meal, it's not too bad, and of course, as the water gets warmer, it does promote the algae. And I'm going to show you in a minute something that we've done to try to start to consume some of the phosphorus and nitrogen that feeds the algae. So that modest-looking plant in the single flower that I found so far is Pontederia, beg your pardon, cordata, pickerelweed, terrific native, huge consumer of phosphorus and I think nitrogen as well. I'm hoping it will naturalize here. We planted about 3 pockets of it earlier in the spring, and it's really seems to have established itself well. I'm hoping it will spread in the shallows here behind me, where the water is only about 6 inches deep, and there's a lot of organic matter that I'm hoping it will consume. I also hope that it will, in its modest way, shade out a little bit of the other competing floating weeds that we have, especially the pond meal, and will provide some shade for turtles and frogs, and it also feeds birds. It has a seed. There's a lot of good stuff that it does, so I'm really hoping that it will establish itself and spread. It will not go below 18 inches of water, so I'm not concerned that it'll take the whole pond over. I would not mind at all if it took over the shallows. J.E. Fishman, Backyard Stewardship. Have a green day.